Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of ARK Survival Evolved on PC. Today we return, and there's some beehives ready to be tamed. We're covering the update a little bit more, and well, today I just showing off here a little example of the bees. In terms of where they can actually be found though, you're going to be able to find them in the redwood biome, and then actually in that little southern part of the island that my ghillie suit is covering, oddly enough. Kind of like right around between 30 and 40 longitude and 70 and 80 latitude, that part that you can't see because of my gloves, but that's where they're going to be naturally occurring. I think they also are a very rare spawn up in the mountain in between 30 and 40 latitude and 50 and 60 longitude. I think they occasionally occur there as well. But anyways, we're going to be talking about the giant bee. Now, in the wild, these things are mainly going to be found as beehives, and I'm just going to demonstrate what happens if you try to do this not prepared. So we're going to do this in an unprepared way. We're going to tame up the queen bee and everything too, don't worry. But we're going in naked, fresh spawn, level 1 Bob over here, you know, trying to get some honey, survive. So try to walk forward, try to get this, and well, oh, look at that. Gather honey. What could possibly go wrong? I don't know. So we try to gather it, and then oh, we piss off everything in existence. And I mean everything. Look at those things. There's even a special effect. 2 instances of bees. And oh god, let's get out of here before we get stung again. Try to escape. So pretty much your game plan is, after you get that, as you can see, they are very, very angry fellows. These are kind of like the flying ants, except way, way, way faster. Okay, I think they screwed off, mate. Yeah, and it doesn't look like they even fly back. It looks like they, like, disappear or something. They just kind of poof into thin air. But after we do that, we actually are able to gather ourselves some honey. We got 5 honey from that. I don't know if the taming on this server, or not taming, but gather times on this server are weird. I mean, I guess we could test that by... It looks like they're, like, double gather times. So, I don't even know. You'd probably get, like, a jar of honey or 2 out of that. But... these things have something more than that. So you want to come in prepared if you want to do this, because the giant bee, also these things do spoil. As you can see here, the spoil time's right around 20 minutes. 'Cause we just got these, it's like right under 20. To tame these, they're going to be taking Ichthyornis kibble, which is the new kind of like seagull that was in the last update. They're going to be taking kibble from that, or rare flowers, so I just brought some rare flowers here in preparation. Also some bug repellent's gonna be pretty good since the queen is a passive tame. But how you're gonna want to do this is you're gonna want to break open one of these, and once broken open, the queen bee should arrive. So if you just kind of do some damage to it, there you can see we're doing damage to it, because you do piss off some bees as it happens. Oh god. Oh god, yeah, we pissed off a lot of bees. I've gone a little bit overkill by taking out to the tech rifle. What you're going to want to do is pretty much, as you can see here, the beehive does have health associated with it, so either using a dino or shooting it till it breaks. You're just going to want to... oh mama, that's a lot of bees. These things are freaking tanky, to say the least. What you want to do, though, is shoot the damn thing. Okay, it's gone. Holy hell. We evaporated that. And then, as you can see... there's the giant bee down there. Now, if these smaller bees could screw off a little bit, please. I'm just gonna wait till that one screws off. The giant bee flying around. We have repellent, so it should be okay. But that's the giant queen. That's the queen. That's the queen. And the queen does her own thing. I think she's gonna fly around for a certain amount of time until eventually creating her own hive again. She is pooping out drones who will do her bidding if you piss them off or anything like that, right? But you do have the opportunity to get closer, again, using Ichthyornis kibble or using rare flower kibble. It is recommended you're using something like a ghillie suit to stay protected from, well, the fact that these things are not going to be very happy, and also making sure you come prepared with rare flowers with kibble. So you're going to want to come in. You don't want to get too close or actually touch the queen. Don't touch the butt. But you should be able to... oh, yeah, she does not make good noises. Ha! Yeah, you can see she kind of ran into me there. That caused a little bit of a ruckus. And by a little bit, I mean that caused a big, big ruckus. Oh, no. Oh, no. But you did see we did have the opportunity to feed her the flower. She should still be around here. We can potentially see... where did she go? Where has the bee gone? don't know. And those drones can really be buttholes, but if you have your repellents and you got your flowers and you get close enough and you go away, you can see we were able to feed her without pissing her off too much. Problem is, it's really hard to see how much we fed her because these bees get really angry. And then if we can run back to her, you can see she's gonna be pooping again, but you can see how much we were able to tame her. And the taming on this server is, I think, like relatively sped up. That's like, what, a level 1 queen bee. So it's relatively sped up and everything. But still, that is how it works. Rare flowers are good, the kibble is better. And it doesn't look like it's gonna be super insane, but once you do start getting to higher level bees, then you might potentially have yourself a tad bit of an issue if you start getting a bit pushy. Oh, you flying down there, really, queen? But now in the case where we actually do own the queen bee, let's go ahead, whistle her over here. And you can see it was a level 1, so nothing too insane. The rare flowers did do pretty good. The kibble's gonna do better in terms of taming, but you're probably not gonna be lucky enough to find a level 1, because I don't think the level on these is the most important. But anyways, if we go ahead and hit E on her, you can see relatively normal options, except for the special one called Obtain Beehive, and that's the one that I think is going to be very interesting. But first, I want to show her battle capabilities. Let's get her to attack the poor dodo, and you can see if you set her to attack, she will poop out drones. It does not appear that the drones are interested in attacking, but we can tell the drones to angrily circle the dodo. Okay, maybe dodos are immune. But you can see that she just keeps pooping out drones to a certain extent until eventually the attacking starts. There we go. I think it's like the drones are literally like just too high up to reach. Oh, no. Keep attacking. Keep attacking. Keep attacking the... Yeah, there we go. Come on. But you can see she's got like a solid 10 drones she was able to poop out before she stopped. And she's slowly but surely killing this thing. The little bees have options too. I can't see them, but okay, guys, good job killing the dodo. You can see, you can change the name of the individual bees, and that's about all that they got. I don't know if you can tell her to bring the bees back, but you can see she does indeed have drones that automatically follow the giant queen bee. Right now, the queen bee is following us, so hop on over here. Everyone else follows in suit. But let's go ahead and try out this special beehive thing. You can see it technically kills all of them, although really what it does, it just despawns them into the beehive. Then we have a very special item known as the beehive, which we get to place wherever we want and do our own shindig with. Now we do have to be careful though after placing it. Even though it is our beehive, we can get stung when we get close to it. So I'm gonna start approaching a little bit. And if you have the improper suit, I think if you don't have a ghillie suit, oh my god, that ghillie suit has seen some damage. You can actually succumb to a little bit of damage. It doesn't look like that's happening right now. That's at least what I read up on. Oh no, you can see there, the bees are actually stinging us a little bit because we got too close. Kind of like a real beehive. Ow, okay. This stuff is starting to hurt. That actually did a pretty good amount of damage. That did 75. Not too shabby. But then you can see with the ghillie suit back on, they're not too interested in stinging us, which is good. It's a really good thing. Unless they start like when we start tending to it. No, it doesn't look like it. Anyways, we do have to provide rare flowers to this thing to keep it healthy. I'll go ahead and do that. You can see that's 1/8 of its storage slot and everything. So yeah, beehives do need rare flowers to actually stay healthy. From there, you do have the ability to demolish it, which should create a queen bee. And after a while of waiting, I think it took about like half a day of in-game time, right around there, we were able to produce our first giant honey. When it's in the beehive, the spoil time on it is beyond ridiculous. If we bring it back here, and you actually saw the beehive looked different when we had the honey on it, but here the spoil time's 20 minutes, and we cannot put it back in there, so it's not like we can store honey. Once it's collected, it is collected. The beehive did look different and all that jazz. And yeah, there you guys have it, the giant bee at its most useful. Anyways, now onto the honey. So here you can see if we press 3, right? Let's actually see if I can get in the third person when I do it. When we press 3, we drop the honey. Do you see that? It has been dropped. It decomposes really quick. Once it's dropped, we can't do anything with it, but it's like surrounded by bees and stuff. And that is actually going to be very useful because this stuff, this very magical honey, lures creatures into it. So if we could actually find a goddamn creature, first off, we'll be able to do that. We'll see if it works with the dodo for example. So let's go ahead, hop on the dodo, and voila. You can see we remove it there. And the dodo goes to it. And this goes for most animals. Most animals absolutely love this stuff, and we can potentially see it at work a little bit further away. So dodo's like over there. Let's toss it. And you can see the dodo. He's heading that way. He's heading directly there. So the range on this is pretty solid. And you can kind of even like lay a trail, kind of like, ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. And you could ultimately use it to just lure dinos wherever you want. This could especially be useful if you want to lure like non-tameable dinosaurs into like a certain pen to make them, or like tameable dinos into a pen to make them easier to tame, stuff like that. And overall, it's just a really interesting mechanic. It can also be used, it's very important in taming the new Leopleurodon that was added in this update as well. And you can also use it to, I think you can give it to lead sitches, or pretty much the gigantic whale thing, like the gigantic whale thing in the water that destroys ships, right? You can actually give it honey to calm it down and pacify it for a while. And it's also can be used as bait on the fishing rod. And it also says that's delicious and nutritious. I don't think you can eat it. You can see if we eat it, ups our food a pretty solid amount actually. What was that, like 20, 30? I don't know. It's early in the morning. My brain's on dirt mode. But yeah, there you have it, the giant bee. Let me know what you guys think of it in the comment section down below. If you guys like the video, make sure to hit that like button. And I personally have a question for you guys, and that is, are you going to be going out of your way and making yourself the bee empire? Because I think I am. Because I love when they add new mechanics like this, especially because, well, now you have a reason to expand your base. You can have a freaking beehive, and I just love when they like give you reasons to make like new rooms in your base and stuff. And the queen bee is seriously one of those. And while not like the strongest fighter in the world, it's still pretty cool that it can summon the drones and stuff, and you can actually put those to use, you know, fighting for you. So I'm really excited. Hope you guys are as well. But that's going to do it for now. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you're subscribed. There's going to be more and more stuff on the update covering everything that was added. Expect at least one more video out today. But other than that, that's going to wrap it up for me. Have yourselves a fan-freaking-tastic day, and I will be talking to you in the next one. Goodbye, my friends.